got the spooky filter on because we are talking Dark Force Fest. That is the next event that I'm vending at with my shop, and I haven't done a Dark Force Fest or Dark Side of the Con event since pre-pandemic. So it's been a while. I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping it's lucrative. I'm hoping it's really great. This is the first time I'm doing the con without staying in the hotel and treating it like a vacation con with my friends. So driving 2 hours every day, 2 and 2 hours back, you know, I'm gonna hate myself afterwards, but hopefully it'll help keep the costs down and help make it, you know, a little bit more lucrative. This is also the first year that I really, like, I feel like within the last year, I've really perfected my brand and perfected, like, the way I vend. So I'm not the person or the shop that I was back before the pandemic when I vended there. So I'm hoping that my stuff is received as well as it was previously. Actually, I'm hoping it's received better, because I personally think it's a lot better. And things have definitely leveled up for me. So we'll see how, you know, the response is to that. But I'm just excited to hang out with goths again. It's been so long since I've done a, like, purely goth and not witchy event. You know, not that goth stuff isn't witchy, like, obviously it is, but it's been so long since I've done, like, just a goth-themed event that I'm very stoked. So I'm hoping that that energy carries on after the con and during the con, and that it's worth it in the end. So let's prep for this con. Okay, let's talk expenses a little bit. So, Dark Side of the Con, I keep wanting to call it Dark Side of the Con. It's Dark Force Fest, but it used to be called Dark Side of the Con, before they rebranded and made it more of a music festival, which is what it is now, which is Dark Force Fest. Dark Force Fest is $325 for a table. It comes with the 6-foot table, 2 vendor passes, and it's 3 days. One day is like from 12 to 12, so already going to be regretting my life choices, but say levy, it is what it is. I might have to have somebody come switch off with me for a while if I just can't do it. Some of my team is already on standby. I have chronic illness, and sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not, but we're hoping that it'll be fine. They got lots of great bands coming, some bigger names, which of course I don't know because I'm not really in the goth scene that much with the more modern stuff. I mean, I know Vision Video is going to be there, Crook Shadows, Ego Likeness, Long Lost, you know, Vision Video's got that on TikTok. And then Crook Shadows, Long Lost, Ego Likeness, I know from when I was in college. I've been listening to new wave lately, a lot more than normal, and like queer punk music, so I'm really out of the goth scene as far as current music goes, but I know that there's some really great bands coming and that people are really excited for a lot of them. So hoping that, you know, they're coming for the bands and also to, you know, shop. Not too sure what that ratio is going to be like. Cons have been really weird post-pandemic. It's really hard to tell what convention is going to do well and what festival or event's going to do well post-pandemic. I have, like, you know, Moon Serpent and Bone, which I love because at this point I've built up, you know, a following there, and people come for me and people come to look for me. So I always do great at that. But, like, so far this year I did Moon Serpent and Bone, which is always great, always fantastic. And then I did a second event that I didn't even make back what I spent to get there, you know? So it's like, this year has already been off to a rocky start. So I'm hoping that, you know, it gets better. Like, my whole display has changed since the last time I did Dark Side of the Con. My whole vibe, my products have improved, my setup has improved, everything's improved. So there's no reason I shouldn't do well, but I'm constantly worrying because post-pandemic, things are rocky. So I will hopefully be back at the end with, like, revenue versus expenses, like, roughly. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm not getting a hotel, not getting anything like that, just driving both days. And so it's only going to be food, gas, and, you know, the table. So we'll see how we go. Currently walking around my workshop looking for my egg boys and realized I sounded like Serpentious because I'm like, where are my egg boys? Okay, we are about 6 days out from Dark Force Fest. We picked up some supplies, we got some bubble tea, and we are going to go to Michael's and see if we can find, we have this idea for a tote bag. and I'm hoping that we can figure out how to make the tote bag work because I do not have enough time to order it from a supplier to get it here in time because I dropped the ball. So we are going to see if we can make it on our Cricut. But we've got lots of plans and we're working our butts off. So that is your kind of like, not halfway, but like, you know, still a week out update. We are currently at Michael's. We are looking for tote bags that we don't hate to make for Dark Force Fest. Bags at Michael's are way too much money and we don't want to do that, so we're gonna pivot to something else. So this is what it looks like. We had to alter the design because the original didn't work, but it's also got shop info on the inside. And it's just so fun. Okay, it is officially the night of setup for Dark Force Fest. I am here inventorying candles because I made too many where I cannot take everything that I made. Which honestly is good because it is festival season. This means I won't have to crunch before every festival. But it is bad because it means I have to go through and count all the candles and make sure that I only bring a set amount of each one, so that way I can fit them all. So it's gonna take me a little bit of time to sort these all, but after that, I'm gonna finish packing up and then we're gonna head to Dark Force Fest. So yeah, I'm excited, I'm nervous, but mostly excited. We are on our way. Let's go.
Hi. Things were sliding off the back. Oh. Spooky boy, spooky boy.
Actually at the Sheraton. Nobody knows where anybody in charge is to figure out where we're supposed to set up. So we are all done setting up. See you guys tomorrow. We are back for day 2. We are about 15 minutes in. We made one sale. So far, so good.
Oh, drown again, oh, drown again. Be my gift to lost children. Lost children. The serpents come.
Hey y'all, so we are about 10 minutes from closing down on day 1 of Dark Force Fest. It has been a blast. We've had so much fun meeting everybody and we cannot wait to come back and do it all again tomorrow. We're about $20 shy of our goal for the day. So we're hoping that maybe that comes in the next 10 minutes. That would be amazing because then that would mean we're on par with what we were hoping to do this weekend. So thank you again for everybody who's come out and we will see you guys tomorrow. And that's it for day 1. We're heading home. We'll be back tomorrow. We are about 5 minutes to opening. I'm exhausted. I'm already regretting my life choices for this weekend of driving back every day. Today's gonna be a 16-hour day when all is said and done. Probably closer to 18. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm hoping that everything goes great. And I'm hoping that we have fun and we make lots of sales. So it is about 15 minutes away from 7 o'clock. So far, we're doing really good. Having a lot of fun, meeting a lot of new people. It's really hot in the vendor room though. Like, yesterday was freezing. Today it's hotter than the Sahara. But we're persevering. I'm gonna try to sneak away from the booth to go watch some of Vision videos set in about 15 minutes. So we'll see if that actually happens. I had to come back from Vision Video because my mom and my sister are switching off for the day. But my god, are they so good! I want to see what your food looks like. Alright, what did you get? What's your dinner look like? Oh, that actually looks decent. That's intriguing. Is it good?
It's good. The crust leaves a little bit to be desired. That's good.
So we are about 40 minutes out from the end of day 2, Saturday, here at Dark Horse Fest. We've had a lot of fun today. We saw some bands, we did some shopping. Carly's gonna go see Stabbing Westward, who are going on, I think, in like a minute, so you might want to get going. And then we're gonna close up at midnight and go home, get a little bit of sleep, come back and do it all again tomorrow. And that is a wrap for Saturday. Alright, so it's our last day here at Dark Force Fest. It is Sunday. We're already off to a start. We made one sale. We're about 20 minutes in. We're really excited to see you all for the last day. And I'm hoping that, you know, things go great. It's been a really fun time. And I get to see the Crick Shadows tonight. So that has me pretty stoked.
We're vampires everywhere from New fucking Jersey. We're not. We're from Las Vegas. We're stronger than you shit fucking hot, baby. Let's go. Like mechanical gun, she walks a boulevard. Smell of death in her hair. She smiles like a teenage antichrist with blood all over her hands.
So I have been here 3 days now, and no, 4 days now, and it took me until today to realize there was a whole other vendor area because I've always come in the back doors. What the hell? As much as I always go, I love my job because it means I can like go see the crew shadows or crick shadows, however. I do have to actually go back to work, so small business woes is having to leave early to go pack up. But this weekend has been so much fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for coming along on my vlog about what it's like to be a vendor at spooky shit. So I'm gonna pack up and then head home and hopefully get some sleep. Hey guys, I am back in the office / workshop after Dark Force Fest. Dark Force Fest was a blast. It was so much fun. As you can see from my videos, there's a definite point where I switched it to a vacation con mindset. We did not do as well financially as I would have hoped. Not to say that we didn't make an income. We're very blessed. We made back what we spent, and we made a little bit more than that. So we did bring in an income, but it's nowhere near anywhere that my other events do. Not to say that it's a bad con, because it's absolutely amazing. The Vampire Freaks team puts so much hard work, and you can tell that they're doing it because they love it, and that it's something that they're really passionate about. So it's a great convention, but it wasn't necessarily as lucrative as I would have hoped. At the end of the video, I'm going to put in a graph that kind of shows my expenses versus my income, and you'll see that the expenses is pretty high. That is because the booth fee is a little bit higher because it's 3 days, understandable. You know, I drove each day. I'm lucky I didn't get a hotel. If I had gotten a hotel room, I don't think I would have broken even. But I did have a lot of fun, and actually next year is 10 years of my business, so I'm thinking if they'll have me back again next year, I'm going to apply again next year and treat it kind of like a celebration, and bring my team along with me and, you know, get a couple of hotel rooms and chill out and kind of like have fun, because that's the kind of vibe that this con is. It's so much fun. The community is always so welcoming. Honestly, the vendors that I was near, we all became pretty close by the end of the event. You know, like watching each other's tables when somebody had to, you know, run out, or loaning people things, supporting each other. You leave the con feeling very happy. That even though you didn't make a ton of money, you got to spend time with people who are also passionate about what they do and passionate about the community and stuff. So would I recommend flying in for this con and vending at this con? Not necessarily. That's going to definitely depend on what you sell. If you sell stuff similar to me, I wouldn't recommend it. Well, the best thing that I had selling all weekend were stickers. They were going fantastic. And I think part of the reason is my sister recently did a has-been hotel inspired sticker sheet. And that went over really well because she's an Artist Alley creator. And we brought those along, so we're like, this is definitely the vibe. And it was. And that definitely saved our ass, this event. But if I go back next year, I'll know to focus more on the stickers and the smaller things, because there were lots of $5 sales, lots of $10 sales, but nothing really above that most of the time. And I think it's just because there's so many amazing vendors. So pretty much Saturday night and Sunday morning, we switched our mindset from work to play. Because like, especially Sunday we came in, we got a couple sales right off the bat. Definitely people who like looked at our stuff and went, I'm gonna wait till Sunday to buy it. Super great. That's totally what I was expecting.
And then we had a 5-hour period where we made absolutely nothing. Not a single sale for 5 hours, and like a trickle of people coming in. And it was about after the first hour, my sister looked at me and was like, there's no point in both of us sitting here. Go have fun. I will sit here and read. Which I really appreciate that. So we switched off a couple times and switched our mindsets to, we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. And that's why there's a lot more videos from bands on Sunday versus Saturday or Friday. That's the thing about Dark Force Fest is, even though it's slow for vendors, the community and the fun that you have make it worth it. So I'm not even like mad that I didn't like hit my goal for profits or anything, because I would do it all again, and I would do it all again next year. I'm gonna put a infograph now of like expenses versus profit. There's no actual numbers, but it's kind of like, I put the actual numbers in, but I didn't share them because I'm not comfortable doing that. But you guys can kind of see the ratio and, you know, use that to kind of decide if this is something you might want to look into in the future.